Okay, my family and I just signed a petition to actually fire J.C. Williams from Grey's Anatomy. His speech at the BET Humanitarian Awards was not very humanitarian of him. He is a racist against whites, and if it had been somebody white making the same speech, he or she would have been getting repercussions for their actions. And I hope he does get fired. He doesn't deserve to be on a show that talks about, being able to survive what they have been. But as far as his character is concerned, the guy is a jerk on Grey's Anatomy, and he's a jerk in real life. He's racist, and it comes off in everything he does. He can't even accept an award without a hate speech. And you know what? I've always treated everybody equally. Black, white, Chinese, Japanese, you name it. I treat everybody equally, just like everybody else. But his speech was very racist of him. And very, very, horrible. If that's the way he acts accepting a humanitarian award, I wouldn't want to see him accepting a Nobel Prize. Because let's just say it this way. That speech was ridiculous. You know what? It's not our problems, about everything that they've went through. A lot of people stood for them here and everywhere to get their freedom. But right now, nowadays, since we've got a racist president, it's not like he's made our lives any better. If anything, he's made it worse. So, I wish the person who had run against Obama had won. At least maybe we'd have had a fighting chance. Ever since then, he talks about black gold. You know what? Black gold now is a commodity. Because all of southeastern Kentucky, all of our mines are shutting down. Every day, another mine shuts down. Yet he talks about black gold. Has he ever seen it? Has he ever seen coal? He's probably seen oil, but has he seen coal? But thanks to Obama and people like him, it's being taken away every day. People lose jobs in our communities. But he thinks it's us doing it. He needs to talk to his president, who is an African American, and see what he can do to change it. Not blaming whites. He blames us for it. But you know what? I've always treated people with respect when they are granted it and when they deserve it. But I'll tell you right now, I'm boycotting Grey's Anatomy. I don't watch it enough anyway, but you know what? This makes me sure proud that I don't watch it anyway. Because it shows me that ABC Network is nothing but racist against white women. And, it's just ridiculous. It just shows me how racist that ABC Network is and what they will allow to go on. So, it pains me to say, the only show they had going for them was Castle besides Grey's Anatomy. And due to their stupid decisions, look what happened to Castle. So I think that if J.C. Williams is not pulled from the show, I will not watch it. I don't want to watch him on there, even if he is just a supporting character. His whole entire arc on there has been nothing but him supporting another character, the main characters and everything else. He doesn't even have that many lines on the show, but he doesn't deserve any at all now. But I'll be boycotting Grey's Anatomy because of him. And further ado, I think that if he really was the humanitarian that they said he was for the award that he got, he wouldn't have made a racist speech. And I think the people who support his speech are racist as well. So, that kind of people, they don't need that kind of people on our planet. This world is bad enough as it is, with people being killed all over the place. Bombings that are all over the world, in Saudi Arabia and everything else. And it's just getting worse and worse. And people like him making this kind of speech. You know what he should have been making a speech about? Equality. Because at this rate, we're never going to reach equality again. Because, it's all because of whites. No, it's not. You need to look at your government. You need to look at what they've done and how it can be changed. Not blame everybody else. Like I said earlier in one of my videos, I'm sick and tired of African Americans whining. When my ancestors had to actually fight wars. And they fought wars like the French and Indian War. And then they had to go through the Trail of Tears after an act was passed by Congress to move them from their lands. So how does that make that right? Those people weren't African American. They were white. And half of their people who were there, who the Indians had taken in, were African American. The Indians had taken in. But they moved them just as well. So it's not just one person's life who changed that day that they made them walk the Trail of Tears. I'm just sick and tired of hearing them whine and cry and blame whites. It's wrong. It is so wrong. But you know what? I'm proud to be who I am. And I'm proud to know that I will not watch ABC Network ever again now. They've shown me just how racist they can be. And thanks to that, I'm glad that I'm making this decision. And I'm happy with it. But Jesse Williams has to go before I watch Grey's Anatomy again. So, saying this, I just hope you all understand why his speech was a hate speech. It's just not about blacks. Whites are getting ran all over too. But you all don't see that. You're all too busy worrying about yourselves. You know what? Look around your world. See what you can change. And change it. Don't sit around and do nothing. But if you can change it, do it. But I'm glad I signed a petition to get rid of him. And I'm very, very supportive in that. Anything against ABC Network now, I'll go for it. Because their network is racist. Along with Jesse Williams. So, I'm going to get off here. And I know this has been a long video. But I don't really care. Because his little 4-minute speech was nothing but racist coming out of his mouth left and right. And it's sad to say that some people would watch it and say, oh, it's a wonderful speech. No, it's not. The guy needs to learn what racism is. And just because he's black doesn't mean he's not racist against whites. Anybody can be racist. And it doesn't have to necessarily be a white person to be racist. They can be black and be racist just as well. So, if not, you need to look up racism and discrimination and see what it means. So, that being said, I know this has been a very long video, but like I said, I really don't care. So, like I said, I'm mad about it. I'm mad about the speech, and I'm getting this out there. Racism and discrimination right now in the United States is worse against white Americans and Caucasians just as much, actually more so, than if you're an African American. And it's sad to say, but it's true. And discrimination, I've seen it. And I've seen people who discriminate against Christians who are white. And it needs to stop. Discrimination and racism go hand in hand. And if you can't realize that, you all need to grow up, get a life, and do something about it. Because at least I've signed a petition. Did you all? So, I hope you all sign the petition. And let's just hope everybody else gets there too. So, see you around. I'll update this later today. And actually upload this later today because I'm going to go have fun for a little bit. So, see you all around. And thanks for watching my very long video. Thank you.